Ever wondered what it takes to build something that lasts? Not just a company or a career, but a true legacy. We often look back at the great kingdoms of history, the Romans, the Egyptians, the dynasties of ancient China, and marvel at their power and influence. But what if I told you that the rules that governed those ancient kingdoms are just as relevant today, in our modern world of startups, social media, and global networks? Welcome to the modern kingdom, where the currency is influence, the castles are corporations, and the throne is the top of your field. Today, we're going to unravel the unwritten rules of building your own modern kingdom. It's not about swords and shields anymore. It's about strategy, influence, and vision. We'll explore three fundamental pillars: power, loyalty, and legacy. So, if you're ready to learn how to not just play the game, but to define it, stick around. This isn't just history. It's your future. Let's start with power. When we hear that word, we might think of authority or control. But in the modern kingdom, true power isn't about commanding people. It's about commanding attention and respect. Think of the most influential figures of our time. They don't rule by force. They rule by having a vision so compelling that others are drawn to it. This is the power of influence. So, how do you build this kind of power? It starts with mastering your craft. In the old days, a king had to be the best warrior or the wisest ruler. Today, you have to be the best at what you do. Whether you're a coder, an artist, a scientist, or an entrepreneur, excellence is your sword and shield. When you are undeniably good at something, people listen. Your expertise becomes a source of gravity, pulling opportunities and people towards you. But expertise alone isn't enough. You need to communicate your value. This is where strategic visibility comes in. It's not about shouting from the rooftops. It's about being present in the right places, sharing your knowledge, and contributing to your community. A modern ruler doesn't hide in their castle. They walk among the people. They write, they speak, they create. They build a platform not to broadcast their own greatness, but to share a message that empowers others. This is how you convert expertise into real, tangible influence. Remember, power isn't taken. It's earned through a consistent demonstration of value. It's the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you have something important to offer the world. Now, let's talk about the second pillar, which is arguably the most important: loyalty. A king with no loyal subjects is just a person with a crown. A leader with no loyal team is just a manager with a title. In the modern kingdom, loyalty isn't built on fear or obligation. It's forged in the fires of shared purpose and mutual respect. Think about the best teams you've ever been a part of. What made them great? It was trust. It was knowing that the person next to you had your back, and you had theirs. That's the core of modern loyalty. As a leader, your primary job is to create an environment where this trust can flourish. How do you do that? First, you lead by example. You show unwavering commitment to the mission and, more importantly, to your people. You celebrate their wins as your own, and you stand with them during their struggles. Loyalty is a two-way street. You can't expect it if you don't give it. This means investing in your people's growth. A wise ruler doesn't just use their subjects, they develop them. They provide mentorship, create opportunities, and empower their team to become leaders themselves. When people feel that you are genuinely invested in their success, not just in what they can do for you, their loyalty becomes unbreakable. They aren't just working for a paycheck. They're fighting for a shared vision. They become the knights of your modern-day round table. This also means fostering a culture of psychological safety, a space where people can be honest, take risks, and even fail without fear of punishment. When your team knows they can bring their whole selves to work, their creativity and dedication skyrocket. Loyalty isn't about blind obedience. It's about creating a bond so strong that your team chooses to follow you, not because they have to, but because they want to. And that brings us to our final and most profound pillar, legacy. What is it all for? The power you accumulate, the loyalty you inspire, what is the ultimate purpose? It's about building something that outlasts you. A legacy is the story that will be told about your kingdom long after you're gone. Many people chase short-term wins. The next promotion, the next quarterly target, the next viral moment. A true monarch, a true modern leader, plays the long game. They are guided by a North Star, a purpose that is bigger than themselves. This could be solving a major world problem, creating a new art form, or building a company that changes an entire industry for the better. Your legacy is defined by the impact you have on others and on the world. Building a legacy requires a fundamental shift in perspective, from what can I get to what can I give. It's about planting trees under whose shade you know you may never sit. This means making decisions that benefit the future, not just the present. It means prioritizing long-term sustainability over short-term profits. It means mentoring the next generation of leaders who will carry the torch forward. Your greatest achievement won't be the castles you built, but the builders you inspired. Think about the legacies that inspire you. They are rarely about wealth or fame. They are about contribution. They are about the people who left the world a little better than they found it. To build your legacy, you must first define your purpose. What is the change you want to see in the world? What is the story you want your life to tell? Once you have that answer, every decision, every action becomes a brushstroke in the masterpiece of your legacy. So let's bring it all together. The rules of the modern kingdom are not so different from the old. It all comes down to these three timeless principles. First, build your power not through dominance, but through excellence and influence. Become so good they can't ignore you, and use your platform to serve, not to promote. Second, cultivate loyalty, not through command, but through connection and trust. Invest in your people, champion their growth, and build a culture where everyone feels valued and safe. Remember, a leader is only as strong as the loyalty of their team. And finally, focus on your legacy. Play the infinite game. Let a purpose larger than yourself guide your actions. Build something that matters, something that will echo through time long after your name is spoken. The true measure of a kingdom is not its size, but its impact. The throne of your own modern kingdom is waiting. It isn't a physical chair, but a state of mind, a commitment to leadership, service, and lasting impact. It's about deciding to be the architect of your own destiny, and to build something meaningful. The journey is long and challenging, but it is the most rewarding one you can embark upon. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. I hope this has given you a new framework for thinking about your own goals and aspirations. If you found this valuable, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next exploration into the strategies of success. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What does building your modern kingdom mean to you? Thanks for watching, and go build your legacy.